Today, we're unpacking the chaotic, tragic, and unforgettable story of Joshua, Cobra JFS, Saunders, the YouTube cult icon whose gothic rants, bizarre food hacks, and unfiltered live streams made him a polarizing figure. Sadly, Josh passed away on August 21, 2025, at just 34 years old, and the cause of his death shocked his fanbase but wasn't entirely unexpected. We're diving into everything: his cause of death, relationships, did he have a wife, age, family, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography that traces his journey from a small-town dreamer to an internet loco. This is a long one, folks. I've scoured Reddit, X posts, and news reports to bring you the real story behind the Cobra. Whether you loved him, laughed at him, or just can't look away, stick around for the full picture. Viewer discretion advised. This gets heavy with addiction and mental health struggles. Grab a drink, get comfy, and let's dive into Joshua Saunders' world. Let's roll. Let's kick things off with Joshua Saunders' biography, because this guy's life was like a fever dream you couldn't stop watching. Joshua Fay Saunders was born on March 26, 1991, in Casper, Wyoming, a gritty oil town where life's tough and dreams often stay small. Growing up, Josh had a rough start. His parents, Clint and Laura Saunders, divorced when he was young after a messy custody battle, per youtube.fandom.com. As a baby, his mother switched him from breast milk to formula, which caused health issues like rectal bleeding, setting the tone for a challenging childhood, per youtube.fandom.com. Raised in a working-class family, Josh was open about being bullied from age 3, with his dad later saying it was like he had a neon sign, saying, "Pick on me," per tribune.com.pk. He was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which he discussed on streams, explaining his social struggles and intense interests like heavy metal and gothic culture, per merca20.com. School wasn't his thing. He dropped out of high school and later attended Job Corps, where he met his first girlfriend, Stephanie, per youtube.fandom.com. By 2011, at age 20, he started his YouTube channel, Cobra JFS, from his dad's basement in Casper, initially under the handle Kingcobrajfs, per hypefresh.com. What began as guitar covers and vocal performances of bands like Ozzy Osbourne and Korn turned into something wilder. Josh's channel exploded with his gothic bad boy persona, homemade food hacks like pizza with ranch dressing and hot sauce, and rants about trolls and boglums, his term for haters. He gained a cult following, hitting 117,000 subscribers and over 5,300 videos by 2025, per oilcity.news. He also crafted wands and walking sticks, selling them as Cobra Magic, and tried music with his band Succubus, though it never took off, per youtube.fandom.com. His openness about Asperger's, alcoholism, and mental health drew both fans and critics, making him a fixture in lolco culture, where people are mocked online, per tribune.com.pk. From public evictions to swatting incidents, Josh's life was a public spectacle, but his raw authenticity kept fans hooked. Now, let's get to the shocking cause of death and his age. Joshua Saunders died on August 21, 2025, at 34 years old in his Casper, Wyoming apartment, per tribune.com.pk. He was found unresponsive during a wellness check, with police scanner audio noting he was blue at the lips and beyond the point of CPR, per youtube.fandom.com. The Natrona County Coroner's Office confirmed his passing, but the official cause is still under investigation, with an autopsy pending, per hindustantimes.com. However, Josh's family, particularly his father Clint, suggested his death was likely due to organ failure, possibly liver damage from years of heavy drinking, per oilcity.news. Josh was open about his alcoholism, often chugging cheap beer like Natty Daddy or Mad Dog 2020 on live streams, and fans sent him alcohol, exacerbating his addiction, per merca20.com. A video posted shortly before his death showed him looking severely ill, with jaundice and frailty, per hypefresh.com. Doctors ruled out self-harm, stating he likely died in his sleep, per comicbooksci-fi.com. His struggles with alcoholism were well documented. He was hospitalized for pancreatitis in 2023, and fans noted his deteriorating health in 2025, with dental decay and hair loss, per hypefresh.com. Born on March 26, 1991, Josh was 34 at the time of his death, a tragically young age that hit fans hard, with ex-posts like its slacker BluePod sharing clips and saying, "R.I.P. King Cobra," per HindustanTimes.com. The community's still reeling, with tributes flooding Reddit's r/KingCobrajFS and X, per Tribune.com.pk. On to relationships. Did Josh have a wife? Short answer, no, he was never married. Josh's love life was a chaotic series of short, dramatic relationships that became content gold for his channel. His most notable was with Stephanie, whom he met at Job Corps when he was 19. They dated until 2014, but it ended after mutual cheating, per youtube.fandom.com. In 2015, he briefly dated a woman named Ami for one day, yes, one day, per comicbooksci-fi.com. By 2025, Josh was in a turbulent relationship with Jessica, aka Methica, a 38-year-old woman living with her parents, per comicbooksci-fi.com. Their relationship was marked by frequent arguments, often aired on live streams, and fans speculated it added to his stress, per nfuture.com. Josh often talked about wanting a goth queen, but his alcoholism and erratic behavior made lasting relationships impossible. At the time of his death, it's unclear if he and Jessica were still together, but no marriage or engagement was ever confirmed, per Merca20.com. His loneliness was a recurring theme in streams, with fans noting his rants about exes and isolation, per TimesNowNews.com. Family-wise, Josh's relationships were strained but present. His father, Fay Saunders, was a key figure, confirming Josh's death in a now-deleted video on his son's YouTube channel, per Complex.com. Clint described finding Josh unresponsive, saying, "I tried to wake him, but his lips were blue," and emphasized Josh's lifelong bullying and depression, per Hypefresh.com. His mother, Laura, was less visible but part of his early life, per youtube.fandom.com. Josh had a sister who commented on his pet bearded dragon Puff's disappearance, per youtube.fandom.com. Family details are sparse. Josh kept them private to shield them from trolls, but Clint noted Josh's struggles with depression and the deaths of his friend Aaron and idol Ozzy Osbourne hit him hard, per economictimes.indiatimes.com. No ages or full names for siblings are public, but they handled his funeral, per hypefresh.com. Did Josh have kids? Nope, no children. His unstable lifestyle and relationships didn't lend themselves to fatherhood, and he never mentioned wanting kids, often joking about his pet bearded dragon Puff as his child, per youtube.fandom.com. Puff's neglect, like overfeeding or losing him in the house, became a controversy among fans, per youtube.fandom.com. Let's talk net worth in 2025. Josh's wealth was estimated at $118,416 to $500,000 at his death, per Merca20.com and comicbooksci-fi.com. Most came from his YouTube channel, 117,000 subscribers, 300-plus videos, earning $1,000 to $5,000 monthly from ads, per Hypefresh.com. He also made money from Patreon, live stream donations, often for alcohol, and selling wands and merch like t-shirts, per oilcity.news. His biggest years were 2020 to 2023 during COVID, when views spiked, per nfuture.com. He lived in a modest Casper apartment, rent around $800 per month, with minimal expenses beyond booze, cigarettes, and fast food like Taco Bell, per tigerdroppings.com. No cars, he walked or biked, and no big endorsements due to his controversial content, per Merca20.com. Josh's lifestyle in 2025 was a mix of gothic chaos and self-destruction, broadcasted for all to see. He lived alone in a cluttered Casper apartment, filled with empty bottles, wand-making supplies, and trash, per nfuture.com. His routine: wake up late, drink beer for breakfast, and stream for hours, playing guitar, ranting about trolls, or eating bizarre combos like ranch-dipped pizza, per Hypefresh.com. He smoked heavily, ignored health issues, and admitted to depression, worsened by online harassment and losses like Ozzy Osbourne's death, per economictimes.indiatimes.com. Hobbies included guitar, wand-making, and engaging with fans/trolls, per oilcity.news. He rarely traveled, staying in Casper except for a 2022 girlfriend meetup that flopped, per nfuture.com. Socially, he was isolated, with no close real-life friends. His community was online, per timesnownews.com. His goth look, long hair, eyeliner, black cowboy hat, was iconic, but by 2025, he looked frail from alcoholism, per hypefresh.com. A 2019 swatting incident and 2020 eviction for indoor smoking added to his chaos, per youtube.fandom.com. X posts like it the Ralph retort mourned him, saying, King Cobra was one of a kind, per post, 7. Josh's legacy is a paradox, a talented, troubled soul whose authenticity drew fans but whose addiction fueled his downfall. He shaped internet culture, for better or worse, per tribune.com.pk. What's your take? Was Josh a victim of trolling or his own choices? Drop it in the comments, like if this hit you, and share with Cobra fans. Want more on lolcos or internet tragedies? Let me know. Rest in peace, Josh, your wands live on. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.